ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you...
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Bills Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this one's incomplete. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Montgomery back to the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now Montgomery. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Yeah. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's pick it up. It's our time. We go. Let's get off.
They run. Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 6.
Now Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
At their own
offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to launch it for Washington. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Montgomery. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
The tackle made.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
We're scoreless after 1. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. They were pretty quiet. They were pretty quiet.
From the gun, Allen. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 24-yard attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
So at the 46-yard
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down, New England.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
Second down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, and he's going to go down again. Justin Houston able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Allen going to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Patriots' defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Michelle. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got his man, that's Harry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown.
N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Bills 3.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 40.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts
Gain of 9.
as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
The 32-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Patriots.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. They'll run with Michelle. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Complete.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Michelle stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And it's Michelle once again. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Down at the 13-yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. On the ground is Michelle. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Taken down at the 11.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
1st and goal.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Bills
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
3rd down and 11.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Allen. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
First down. It's Montgomery. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's crossing. He's checking crap.
2nd and 5 now. Allen, he gets this to Coulter complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's good.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
56, check 56. Here we go, D. 49, check 49, check 49.
2nd down and goal. Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Makes the score Patriots 17. Bills 10.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The Patriot ball carrier. He's brought down by...
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mayfield. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Patriots.
On the ground, Michelle. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Third and long for Mayfield. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Williams on the tackle.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
That's good.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. From the gun, Allen. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
New England.
Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, Michelle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From the 44, Mayfield. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
Third down. 3rd and 8.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long. Back to throw. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Returnable for Lockett. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Michelle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were really helped by their